The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
And here's Messi. Tries to pass it through. And that is a little undercooked. And this is Romario. Beckenbauer. And he's Romario! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Yamal. Hakimi. And here's Romario. Can he get it through? Brilliantly cut out. Beckenbauer. Barcelona already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Rodri. Now it's Romario. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. De Bruyne. Good read, needed to be. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And this is Messi. He has found a way through. Oh, important interception. He is just caressing the ball. Spread to the right. Ball into... Oh, good climb! And that's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
He's in one-on-one. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Opts for safety. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Rodri. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Silvestre gets over and intercepts. Pedri. Plays a sharp little ball here. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. That's a good foray he's making. Well read, nice interception. Pedri. Rodri. Hakimi making good progress on the right-hand side. He's picked his way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Pass somewhat off target. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Rodri. Nicely spread. Looking for the run. And the finish! Yes! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
A case now of complete control. Cafu plays it in. Donnarumma claims it, safe hands. And that is the end of the first half. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Barcelona absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Barcelona will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up. So straight into the second half. Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Haaland. Out towards the flank. And here's Mbappe. Cafu. And that's aimed at Kane! No, not the best of headers.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Now it's Messi. Now it's Romario. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Played back to the goalkeeper. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Now it's Haaland. Kane. Now it's Mbappe. Knocks it into space. Incoming delivery. Hakimi can get it clear. Cafu has it in a wide position. Van Dijk getting this one clear.
Lamine Yamal really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Barcelona, the only team in this, 3-0 already. Silvestre, spread out to the left. That's a cute ball. Spread neatly. He is through here. Beckenbauer gets across and deals with it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Kimmich, he's given the time to pick a pass. Beckenbauer gets a foot in here. No, he's not getting his way this time. Looking for options for movement. Mbappe! Chance! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Hakimi. Now it's Messi. And he's straight offside. So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Not the most accurate pass. Madweke. Now that looks a decent ball. Hangs one in. Rodri. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Kukcu. And that's going wide left. Tries to play it through. Silvestre. Elects to... And a header! Well taken goal. They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and a chance! Rodri. Oh, easy pickings there. And De Bruyne! Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Figo. Great vision. Kukcu. Kimmich. Madweke. De Bruyne. "75 minutes played. And this is Figo. Oh, that's delightful. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's De Bruyne. Kane. Cafu. And it's De Bruyne. And here's Haaland. Picks Kane! Oh, denied at the last.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find a finish after that.
And we have our very first corner. And the keeper beats it away. De Bruyne. He's in a great position here. Davis has the space to scheme. Vardiol picks it up from the goal kick. And it's been played through. Takes a shot! And he's missed it.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Silvestre, who does have an assist to his name. And it's De Bruyne. Serginho. Into the last 5 minutes. It's run loose here. Now this could be a chance. Oh, that was vital. That has ended up in no man's land. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, he's found support out wide. Figo. And he's managed to get free. Lovely bit of skill. Serginho. Kukcu. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. Oh, the ball's come loose here. 2 minutes to be added on. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Barcelona, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. And we're underway. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially when it comes to
shapes to shoot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Seychelles with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that should get the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Messi. He's found a way through. Zielinski.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Zielinski. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Played into space.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's been played through. And he's definitely onside. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. There's the shot! Diaz. Not the most accurate pass. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking...
Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Tonali. Barcelona very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Hakimi cuts out the pass. He's in plenty of space here. Conte is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Yamal. Just eases him off the ball. This is Romario. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's shifting through the gears here. Harrison did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Romario. Looking for options for movement. Shot a goal! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. His position was perfect. The invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Tonali has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Zielinski. That's the keeper's ball.
Barcelona have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Rodri cuts it out. Akanji. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And it's Messi. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Romario. Goes looking wide. Now Tonali. And here's Romario. And here's Zielinski.
Zielinski really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Yamal. Tonali scooting forward. Looking for the run. Cute ball now. How can he reach it? And he couldn't finish.
A wonderful ball to play him in like that. Great pace, into feet, nearly superb.
Zielinski! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now it's Romario. Is there any... Romario! Serginho. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Barcelona looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. So we're off again. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Tonali driving forward. This is Romario. He is just caressing the ball. De Ligt did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, he's found support out wide.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's managed to get free. Akanji, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. It's played through for him. Romario. Romario showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Tonali. Barcelona with this 2-goal lead. They're certainly looking much the more assured side. And he's cut it out. Hakimi.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Tonali. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Akanji, looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Zielinski. And here's Romario, looking to play him in. Romario was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Yamal. Howson is always scanning the pitch for targets. Hakimi. Aimed at the far side. Hakimi ventures forward. Yamal is in a really good position out wide. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Corner number 2 then. And that has been cleared. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Into the last quarter of an hour. Romario. And it's Messi. Hakimi. And it's Zielinski. And this is Romario. He's free. And the shot! Yes! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So we're up and running. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding...
Yamal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's a good run down the right. Serginho. Now it's Romario. That is a great pick out. And he was alert to it. Played with speed from back to front. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's beaten the last man. He's having a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And we have our very first corner. And it's hoisted clear. And now they can spring out of defence. He's on it. Can he get away? And he's been shifted off it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Great vision. And that's gone loose. Oh, that's a fine interception. Yamal. Oh, easy pickings there. Barcelona yet to have an attempt on goal. Big chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Serginho. Hakimi. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Oh, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Van Dijk did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Yeah, and the whole stadium knew that was coming, apart from him, it seems.
Howson. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. And it's Pedri. Now he's got space here. Howson gets over and intercepts. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Camavinga makes a dash for it. Fermin was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And this is Romario. Serginho. Figo. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Yamal picks it up out wide. Oh, this looks sharp. Can he spark a counter here? Yamal looking for options for movement. While quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And here's Figo. Figo going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Pedri. Chooses to go cross-field. Showing great feet there. He's picked his way through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. That's been cut out. Well played. Hakimi. Pedri. Barcelona couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And it's Lopez. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Figo. Silvestre. And it's Pedri. And Hakimi. Nicely weighted ball. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And that is the end of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. Back on the way then.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Can he finish? Goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game. But that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And here's Nunez. Now it's Lopez. Chance, surely! And he hits the net. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Tries a shot! Oh, it's come off the... And one more try! And there's a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And here's Camavinga. Mbappe. Nunez! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So the lead now is 2.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Showing good feet. That's a super given. And he shoots! The interplay was really good, but that's where it stops.
Well, that's how you penetrate the numbers, with very shrewd movement and passing precision, and all done at pace. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Great chance! Pedri. Plays a sharp little ball here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Pedri. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Yamal. And it's Pedri. Pedri stood his ground strongly. Now it's Yamal. Robertson. Now it's Lopez. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Darwin. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Yamal. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Well, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Plays it through. Now it's Yamal. Silvestre did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. No, it's come to nothing. Pacho. Camavinga. Vermin. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Yamal. Vermin. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's fabulous. No way through, so back it comes. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Yamal. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, brilliant from Yamal! A finish right from the top draw! It's all becoming so easy. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The
chance for a shot! Oh, that could be pivotal! He has given that the lot. Bang!
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Pacho. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He shifted it to the flank. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Yamal. He'll try from distance. And he seemed certain to get the 6th. Silvestre. That's that, the end. Barcelona played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Barcelona.